Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I'm here to give you a little bit of my version of a recap for SmackDown. Excuse how my bed look. I am going to get ready to go to bed, but I wanted to come and do this quick video. First and foremost, let me just say I will give an overall score of the SmackDown 1000 episode. So let's get started. So the show kicks off with Truth TV with R-Truth and Carmella. He was kind of entertaining tonight. R-Truth make it fun, and then Carmella had on this sequin dress, but then they said out before they could say, "Oh, our guest is." Stephanie comes out to me, and yeah, as y'all know, the always with Stephanie and the fans boo her. So as Stephanie's talking and everything, what start playing? Here comes the money. None other Shane McMahon. None other. Shane starts talking and start talking about historical moments and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then I just thought it was a pretty cool moment. And then the chairman of the board, Mr. Vince McMahon, comes out. He said, okay, why is every time we celebrate, and he goes, why every time we celebrate something here, y'all two get into it? Can we once? And he said, let's dance. It was just so fun. It was just so fun to see R-Truth, from R-Truth to Carmella to Stephanie McMahon to Shane McMahon to Vince McMahon, them all in the ring just dancing. You see R-Truth dancing by himself. You see Stephanie dancing with her dad. You see Carmella dancing with Shane. And then I see Stephanie lean in and tell Carmella something. I don't know what it is, but he told her something. Then let's talk about some of the matches. Okay. So then we get the match between the Miz and uh, I forgot who it was. The Miz and somebody else, but the Miz ended up advancing. All right, but then you see AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan end up teaming together, going against Usos. They might have lost against the Usos, but it was a pretty good match. That caught my attention. It was a really good match. Let me talk about Evolution. Let's talk about the reunion of Randy Orton, Triple H, Ric Flair, and Dave Bautista. Y'all, I was very intrigued about it and all the comments they said. But when Randy came out, it's like Randy just had this, like, it's been years later, and it looks like Randy just didn't want to be dressed up. He had this look like, oh, I gotta be in this monkey suit. It's like he's like, and like you gotta think. I actually do acknowledge that Randy Orton is the best when it comes right next to John Cena. It'll be him. Randy Orton got his start and everything because of. I think the group was called Evolution. Y'all comment below if I got it wrong. But it was like kind of cool. But then I said, okay, somebody's finna get RKO'd. I mean, then Ric Flair had a lot to say. Triple H and everything. I just thought, okay, it's finna be a fight. It's going to be a fight. But it turned out not to be. But you can look at the mannerisms of Randy Orton and tell that he did not want to be dressed up in a suit. You can tell from the mannerisms he did not want to be dressed up in a suit. But I think it was like a pretty good reunion and everything. I just thought it was pretty well. And then you had none other Edge make his final return. And he supposed to be like talking to Becky Lynch. And he said, oh, I bring out Charlotte later. Boo. Fans are booing her. I wonder why. And the fans are booing her, and it's like Becky saying, oh, she wanted her career to be like more like Edge. Edge like was trying to be the sensitive person about it, and like, oh, let me get da 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 da. Let me try to get this situated, get this thing situated between Becky and Charlotte. Nope, it didn't happen. Another brawl broke out, but I really felt like Edge probably made some key points, but he did not make the key points that I felt like needed to be made. I felt like he needed to say, "Oh, Becky, you're one hell of a good wrestler. You're a good female wrestler. You're something that we need in this women's division and stuff." Oh, I feel it is a honor it's a honor for me to have been that inspiration to build your career around. And he just didn't say that, and I just was waiting. But even though Dwayne Rock Johnson couldn't be there, he did say congratulations and said some facts about when he came into the WWE at the start. Oh, that was so sweet of him and everything. I am so excited about that. But then what the match, I think the match what everybody was waiting for, Rey Mysterio versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, let me tell you this. That was the best match ever. Let me just say, the best match ever. They are matching each other move for move. Rey Mysterio showing some, let me just say, good heck of a moves he's showing and everything, y'all. But let me just say this. I gotta say this. Rey Mysterio, welcome back, bro. Rey Mysterio actually qualified. I'm happy, but the one thing I got to say is, Ray, I like the mask, I like the outfit and everything. The pants you had on tonight kind of looked like you had on leggings. You know, and the bottoms. Y'all know the bottoms that what Randy Orton would wear and stuff. That's what it looked like. I just wanted you to bring back the classic Rey Mysterio look. I just felt like that. So the question, I'm gonna get to the question of the day in a minute. But then we had a title change tonight. Y'all, it was the New Day versus the Bar. And you know, it's always have been three of them. They was dominating and thing. And then Big Show come out. So I thought, okay, Big Show's just gonna come out and help Kofi Kingston. No, man, that was the wrongest thing. Oh, Big Show, you just made the worst decision of your life. Made the worst decision of your life. Your face looking like Count Dracula looking self. Yeah, it's Halloween. I gotta crack some Halloween jokes. Looking like Count Dracula with the Count Dracula nose. I'm just saying. But if I could give before I give the question of the day, I think they could have showed a little more of females in everything for the show. The women that used to be part of, we got to see none other Vicky Guerrero. I mean, she still, to me, still looks the same. You got John Laurinaitis. Man, come on. We see John Laurinaitis all the time on Total Divas and Total Bellas. Okay. Then we see Teddy Long. And they like saying hey to Paige, and they all came together and they did that tag match. Man, I like I said, I'm not too thrilled of it. Then you got in the back you had Kurt Hawkins and Edge communicating together because Kurt Hawkins was on before NXT as NXT. When NXT was the competition show, Edge was his mentor. So it was kind of cool to see that moment as well. But if I can give the whole show a rating, I give it a 9. Um, they needed a little more bigger stars to have been on there. Like they needed Alex Bliss there because Alex Bliss was a SmackDown was a SmackDown person. She was on SmackDown. You needed Tamina over there because Tamina was once on SmackDown and everything. So yeah, so you have a lot we need to they should have had. There's a lot of people from Raw I feel like just should have been on there. But then it was kind of disappointing that John Cena wasn't there, but they were showing pictures and images and thing from back in the day and thing, and it was kind of cool to see the three man members to be there. You know, we couldn't see all of them. The Miss Linda McMahon couldn't be there due to her working in part of the cabinet of who of our president of the United States. I'm just saying, just giving that little knowledge, but meanwhile, I just want to say, yeah, I give the show a 9 out of 10 because the show kind of lacked certain wrestlers from the past. I feel like they should have had AJ Lee to been there. They should have had AJ Lee. They should have had CM Punk. He was once a part of SmackDown. But let me just get on to the video message from John Cena, um, video message of John Cena. John Cena made some key points, but John Cena, like I said, if I can say the most memorable moment from SmackDown history, I remember when John Cena was once the U.S. champion. And he was a phenomenal. And one of the favorite feuds with John Cena when he was on SmackDown was with Parimo and Parimo's brother. I think it's Parimo's brother and Um, Parimo's brother, Carlito. That was the biggest rivalry and stuff. If I can remember anything else, Lita versus Jacqueline in a Hell in a Cell match on SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown has had a lot of moments, but that's one. But it was kind of cool to see Booker T and Jim Ross. I mean, excuse me, not Jim Ross, but Jerry the King Lawler. It would have been a little more hyped and better if Jim Ross was there. So yeah, but I have two questions of the day. So the first question is, do y'all like Rey Mysterio new ring gear getup and new moves? That's number one. The second thing is, what is your opinion of Big Show coming out and helping the Bar to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championship? And number three, we have four questions. Number three, would y'all want to see Rey Mysterio versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Universal Championship? Is number three. And number four is, should Jim Ross should have been part of that? Should Jim Ross have been part of the celebration tonight for the SmackDown's 1000 episode? And question number five, should Charlotte contained her anger towards Becky Lynch, that it should have not been a fight on the night that they celebrated 1,000 episodes. They're on SmackDown's 1,000 episodes. So those are your questions for this video. And y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel.